very good morning. You join me here at Manchester Airport. I'm up here doing some work and I thought it would be rude not to get up a bit early and make the most of just trying to find somewhere to come and hopefully see a bit of action before the day gets going. So if you're wondering, I am on level 5 of the Terminal 3, I think it's Midstay car, no not Midstay, Terminal 3, one of the Terminal 3 car parks. I don't know, I just kept walking until I found a lift that would take me up, and here we are. It seems to be quite a good view, as you can see. That's the runway there. So let's talk cameras, not lenses, just cameras. Talk about what I use, what I think of it, and why I think it's a pretty bloody good option for anyone who's serious anyway about plane spotting. Before we do anything, let's have a little look at flight radar, see what's actually going on. I don't think we're going to see much from here. The next arrival's not for 25 minutes. And then I need to get walking back because I need to get packed, checked out the hotel and show up for work like I'm not off gallivanting. Obviously it goes without saying that just because I think this camera is the best, it's the best for what I do, what I use it for, doesn't mean that it's the only good camera you can buy. It's just the one I've had experience with, and in my opinion, for everything I use it for, I use a Canon R5 Mark 1. I've not had any hands-on experience with the Mark II, so I can't tell you how different it is. I'm pushing a pull door walking down this way, I think. God, I don't think I've chosen a very good spot here. But I think the Canon R5, for me, is everything you need it to be. It's what, the reason I got it is because it falls in the bracket of what would be a hybrid camera. So it performs at both photo and video, and performs well. When we're talking specifically plane spotting, it's just got a few features that really just make it just the best thing when you're, well, maybe not where I am now, but yeah. When it gets busier later on, that's going to be a great spot for arrivals, and I think that's 2-3 right, if I'm not mistaken. Just this time in the morning, nothing going on, not the best, but I haven't got time to go anywhere else because, yeah, by the time I find it and get there, it's going to be a bit late. So yeah, bit of a failure of a mission this. Anyway, let's talk about the camera because we've got some time to kill. One of the things that can actually transform your chance of getting the perfect image isn't megapixels or anything like that. It's actually frames per second, i.e. how many pictures in a second can that camera take when you hold the button down and spray and pray. The law of statistics means that you've basically got a far higher chance of getting the perfect image, one that's perfectly in focus, perfectly framed, perfect point, no, you know. And to put it into perspective, this Canon R5 can do, if you have the electronic shutter turned on, will do 20 frames a second. Video's 24, the human eye only sees at about 24. Although it means you're taking way more photos than you potentially have to, it just gives you that option, and I love that. It gives you that ability to scroll through like a video, but have picture quality, have image quality. And that, for me, is one of the main reasons why this camera just excels at plane spotting. I'm determined for this video to not be a complete failure. I think it might be, because how many people, let's face it, want to watch me ramble on in a car park at 6:30 in the morning? Maybe if someone's a regular here at Manchester, you could like drop a comment and let me know how it normally works here. But there's actually 3 aircraft, maybe, all relatively close, but they're all in some kind of hold. Is that normal? Do they have to wait for a certain time for noise abatement or something, or is that just how they regularly come in? Because there's not much going on in the sky. If they start coming out of the hold and landing, I might see more than one plane. So yeah, if you do know, let me know, because it's interesting. So it's got an electronic viewfinder, which effectively is, rather than the viewfinder looking out of the lens, it's a screen of what you're actually taking, what the image is going to look like. So rather than it just looking like what you see with your eyes, if you've got it underexposed, you'll see a dark image, you'll see it's underexposed, so you can expose it correctly. If it's locked onto a focus subject, you'll see the box moving around it. If you want to look back, or it's bright sunlight or whatever, it's like looking at a shaded screen, so there's no sunlight on it. So that is just a game changer when you're out, especially in bright sunlight. You can really nail your exposure, look back at images without having to do the whole what's going on that screen, because it's, you know, it's so bright. So yeah, top marks for Canon on that one. Elite. I know you can get it on Sony and whatever as well, but this is my first camera with it and I love it. If we go back to it being a hybrid camera as well, I think video, as we all know, is you know, is really up there, and a lot more people are getting into aviation video, or capturing video as well as just photos. So just literally a flick of the mode from photo to video, you can go from being able to take 20 frames a second of 45 megapixel photos to film in potentially 8K video or 4K 120 frame second super slow-mo video in literally the same camera. Don't have to change anything other than the mode. So for me, who does as you're watching a video from me of me taking photos, someone who's doing photo and video, having the flexibility in one camera body to do both is game changing. Absolutely game changing. Another thing about it, autofocus. It's got an incredible autofocus where it just, once it's locked onto a subject and it tracks it, means you don't have to worry about whether your subject's going to be in focus, because once it's got hold of it, yeah, like any autofocus, it might lose it every now and then, but the amount of autofocus points it's got, it can follow it anywhere, any depth or any distance, and so you don't even have to think about, do I have a crisp image? You know that if it's taking pictures, they'll be sharper than a sharp thing, basically. I just don't know what's going on with these f***ing planes. There's 4 in the hold now, and I've got absolute maximum 20 minutes, I reckon, before I've got to start walking back to the hotel, because I don't actually know how I got here. I just walked and I went up some lifts, I went across a bridge, and I'm here. So there's every chance it could take me 15 minutes to get back to the hotel. There's every chance it could take me 15 days. So yeah, we'll see. I'm just worried that I'm not going to see anything. TUI from Cancun, Gulf Air from Bahrain, Etihad from Abu Dhabi, Hainan, I don't know if I said that right, Hainan Airlines from Beijing, all holding. Oh, is that the Etihad coming out of the hold? No. I don't think it is. This video was originally going to be titled something like, what's the best camera for plane spotting, or something to that effect. I think it might just be titled now, watch sad man stand in car park. It's also times like this that I really wish I wasn't with O2. I don't know if anyone else is with O2, but their 4G is diabolical. Like, I can't even use flight radar. Right, things are coming in now. Well, they come out the hold. I think it's game time. I don't know what we're going to see first. I think the Etihad's actually going to be in first, because all of them were scheduled like 20 minutes ago. So assuming if they're scheduled to arrive at that time, there's no reason they can't land at that time. But doesn't matter. Stuff's starting to come in. I've got 15 minutes maybe, so let's make the most of it, and I could maybe show you a few things why I like this camera so much with the pictures it takes. I think we're going to start seeing things coming in, so might be lucky and get a couple of shots before I have to go, and this won't be a completely failed mission. The only downside is I am shooting literally straight into the sun, so yeah, hopefully the cloud might at least stay and help me out a bit there. There it is. I don't know who I got it. The only downside is I'm not going to have any video to bulk this video out, so yeah, it's going to be a lot of talking. Just when I was starting to lose hope, the Gulf Air's coming in now. What is it? Gulf Air Dreamliner. Oh, with a retro livery. Lovely. The TUIs, and then a run back to the hotel. Why do I do this to myself? Yes, I'm gonna have to force it. I'm gonna have to run back. Alright, I think that's all I've got time for. I've got no choice, I've got to go, so... Right, how the fuck did I get up here? Whether that video made any sense or not, I have no idea, but nonetheless, maybe it's a lesson. Just I'm pleased I got out, got to see something. It's better than being nothing. Literally being on site and able to walk down, I would have been mad not to come down, right? So yeah, lifts, there we go. I've got no idea how I got up here, so not only have I got to get back to the hotel in 10 minutes, I've got to check my watch, it's not on. I've got to actually find how to get there as well.